think about this for a second. Something we all use literally every single day without even thinking about it. But it's actually, well, one of the most profound inventions ever. Today we're doing a deep dive into the digit 0. Its surprising origin, its incredible journey. It's quite a story.
Absolutely. And it's really important to be clear up front. We're not just talking about, the idea of nothing.
Right.
We mean 0 as a proper numerical digit.
Yeah.
A part of the system with rules.
Yeah.
That's the game changer.
That distinction is key, yeah. So if we're tracing this history, these early attempts, where do we start? Babylon.
We can look back pretty far, actually. The Babylonians, maybe around 300 BCE, they had a symbol
Okay.
in their cuneiform script. It basically marked an empty spot in a number. Like if you were writing 301, they needed something to show there were no tens.
So a placeholder.
Exactly, a placeholder. Crucially, it wasn't a number itself. You couldn't, add with it. It just meant empty column here.
Interesting. So just marking absence. Were others doing something similar?
Well, jump forward a bit, and across the world, the Maya civilization, Mesoamerica, by the 4th century CE, maybe earlier.
The Maya. Okay.
They also had a symbol for 0. Really important for their calendars, those incredibly complex long counts.
Right. Tracking huge spans of time.
Precisely. So again, super significant. Shows they understood positional value, the need for a 0 concept. But like the Babylonians, it wasn't quite 0 the number with its own mathematical life,
Okay, so we have these important steps. Placeholders, calendar tools.
Yeah.
But not 0 as a number we can actually, use in calculations. So where did that happen? Where's the true birthplace?
Okay, this is where the story gets really fascinating. We need to go to ancient India.
India, I had a feeling.
That's where it's solidified. Specifically, we often point to Brahmagupta. He was an Indian mathematician, an astronomer too, around 628 CE.
Brahmagupta, 628 CE. And what did he do that was so different?
He didn't use a symbol, he used a dot, actually, under numbers initially. But the huge thing, he formally defined 0, and he started laying down rules.
Rules for 0.
Exactly. Rules for arithmetic involving 0. Think about it, defining that x plus 0 is x, x minus 0 is x, 0 minus x is minus x. He even started thinking about division by 0, which is incredibly complex.
Wow. Okay, that feels like the real leap, formalizing it.
It totally was. Because once you have rules, it's not just a placeholder, it's a mathematical object you can work with. It opened up whole new worlds of calculation. Algebra, for instance.
So this incredibly powerful idea is now formalized in India. How does it get out? How does it spread?
Right, because it didn't stay contained. Its journey is almost as interesting as its invention. It travels from India primarily into the Islamic world.
You're scholars.
Yes, brilliant scholars like Al-Khwarizmi, whose name gives us algorithm, by the way, and Al-Kindi. They encountered these Indian mathematical texts, translated them into Arabic. They recognized the power of this system, the positional notation with 0.
So the Islamic Golden Age was key in transmitting it.
Absolutely critical. And from the Islamic world, eventually it makes its way into Europe. Took a while, mind you.
Yeah. It wasn't instantly adopted?
No, there was resistance sometimes. It looked foreign, associated with Arabic numerals, which were replacing Roman ones. But, its usefulness, especially for trade, for science, it was just undeniable. Eventually, it integrated and became the universal system we have now.
What an incredible journey. From a placeholder dot to, the foundation of so much. If you had to boil it down, what's the big takeaway here?
For me, it's the sheer intellectual leap. Brahmagupta didn't just invent a symbol. He formalized a concept that allowed mathematics to tackle problems that were, frankly, impossible before. It let math zero in, you could say.
This one.
But it really does make you think, doesn't it? How profoundly different would our world be? Our science, our tech, our finance, everything relies on this concept. What if it hadn't been formalized?
It's almost unimaginable.
It really is. And it leaves you wondering, what other fundamental concepts might we be missing right now? What other zeros are out there waiting to be defined?